This is Triveni Barbora. I'm here to share a testimony with you all. Last month, April 28, my husband was detected with COVID, and this is the second time he has been detected with COVID positive. He was in home isolation initially for a few days, 3 days, but on 1st of May, his oxygen level started to fluctuate, for which he was shifted to a hospital. Somehow we could arrange for a hospital, and it's a God's blessing, because at this time getting a hospital bed is very difficult. 2nd May, his condition deteriorated a bit. It deteriorated a lot. His oxygen level dropped down to 84, and he was immediately shifted to COVID ICU. And his aggressive treatment started from that day itself. It was very critical moment for all of us. His condition was also very critical, and later that night, when the CT was also done for the lungs, it came out that he has borderline lungs infection as well, and doctors were a bit worried because it shouldn't grow more, otherwise it could be life-threatening for him, since he has other health issues as well. By God's grace, Rajneesh has been always praying, no matter what condition he was in the hospital. He never stopped praying, and this was the strength of the God which blessed him immensely to come out of this difficult situation. He was in the hospital for 9 days, and those 9 days were a very difficult period for all of us. For Rajneesh, as a patient, he was in oxygen support. But after 3 days, everything was fine. He was tested negative. His vitals were in control, and it was a miracle in itself. His lung infection was also in control. It never aggravated. It was there, and it was coming down also. And even though the vitals were normal, doctor wanted to keep his oxygen level in control. And 4th day, he was out of the COVID ICU, and he was in the non-COVID ICU. He was doing well. I went to meet him also. During this period, one thing I learned, that the power of God. We cannot do anything. It is only God and doctors. But the prayer is the most powerful of everything. And I'm so blessed to be a part of Praise Church, our community, where we hold each other's hands at all times, praying for each other no matter in what situation we are. During those times, my church family prayed day and night like warriors. It is only by all our prayers. Today, Rajneesh is back home after 9 days. Today, he completed 2 weeks after the discharge from the hospital. He is doing very well. He is recovering very well. And I know that his lung infection is also cleared, and he'll be he's already back to his normal life. It is some restrictions he needs to follow, medications he needs to take, but I'm sure that in the next checkup, those medication would be also stopped. During this time, again, I want to mention that God has given me immense amount of strength to face this situation, immense amount of calmness, because yes, I was in anxiety, I was a lot of stressed out, but there was never doubt for God that what would happen, why it is happening, why this is happening to us, why he's suffering so much. And there was no fear, because God has always kept us safe, always given us the strength. And I had always have that confidence in God that problems will always be there in our lives. We cannot run out of problems, but God is there to always take care and show us the way out of these trials, but with his way and with his timing. And this is one of my greatest testimony of our lives. We have been, as a family, we have been living a life of testimonies, and I'm so happy today to share one of my testimonies, and this is the greatest testimony of our lives. And I'm really grateful that I'm under God's refuge. He is my personal savior. He is my family's savior, and I'm very happy to be a part of this very powerful, maybe a small church, but a very powerful, prayerful church. Thank you all. I personally thank Pastor David and Sister Avi, who has been praying for us, and most importantly, who has been our support system all throughout. I never felt helpless. I never felt lonely during these times, these difficult times, because me and my daughter was alone at home. We were in home quarantine, but he and his family never made us feel that we are alone, and that there's nothing to get scared of or to get stressed for. And my church members, I'm really grateful. Today I'm taking this opportunity personally to thank all my family members, my extended family members of my church, who to thank you, and I'm really proud that you are a part of my family. Thank you so much for listening to me and giving me this opportunity to share this testimony, this beautiful testimony.